Thanks. I hate it. Welcome back to 60 Second Rex. My name is Christina, and for anyone that knows me, knows that I very much enjoy the month of October and the holiday of Halloween. So, what that means is I couldn't pick one book for you today. If you'll humor me and stick around for, say, another extra minute or so longer, I actually have 3 recommendations for you today. 1 minute on the clock. First pick. This is Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantero. This is the Eldritch version of Scooby-Doo. Picture this. It's 1977 and we are in the Zoinks River Valley of Oregon, and something happens that causes the Blyton Summer Detective Club to retire permanently. Fast forward to the start of the book, it's now 1990. We have Andy, the tomboy of the group, is currently wanted in 2 states. We have Carrie, the genius, who is, instead of doing biology, currently bartending, but also watching over Tim, who is the great-granddog of the Weimaraner that was with the gang back in the 70s. Then there's Nate, who is currently staying at an asylum in Arkham, Mass, with his roommate, Peter, the jock of the group, who has also been dead for some years. It's time to return to Blyton Hills. Stop the timer. This is your nostalgia pick. If you're into Scooby-Doo and open to a little bit of H.P. Lovecraft eldritch horror, this is for you. It's very funny. 2nd minute on the clock. This is Sign Here by Claudia Lux. Imagine Beetlejuice working for a corporation if he had his act together. We follow Pei, who works for the deals department in the 5th layer of hell, and he's trying really hard to get a big promotion. All he needs to do is get the last member of the Harrison family to make a deal. The Harrison family themselves are full of secrets, and this one particular summer, some of the secrets might be revealed in a way that make them make that deal, and pay the promotion that he's been working on for a millennium. Like I said, if you are into Beetlejuice style horror humor, this might be for you. It was also blurbed by some of my personal favorite authors, including C.J. Tudor, Samantha Downing, and Rachel Harrison. So if you're familiar with any of those authors, this might be something for you. This is more of a funny Halloween thriller pick, thriller suspense, so give this one a try. If you stuck around this long, you must be here for the 3rd and final pick. Thank you for tuning in. We have 60 seconds on the clock again, and this is The Dead Take the A-Train by Cassandra Khaw and Richard Kadri, a new-to-me author. Cassandra Khaw has done a ton of horror novellas if you want to kind of sample their works. But this is Tamsin Muir meets Neil Gaiman meets Joe Hill. It's the first in a duology, and we follow Julie, who is a burnt-out 30-something that if you've read Gideon the Ninth, you understand why I say it's like Tamsin Muir. And if you haven't, it doesn't matter. Julie is fun on her own. She's established in New York as someone who will deal in the magic scene for a reasonable price because she's got bills to pay. The dead end grind is gruesome and may even attract the wrong eldritch god if she's not careful. And when it does, because it does happen, Julie will need to use all of her skill, and eventually it does, and when that happens, Julie will need to use all of the skills that she has built up until now to stay alive and potentially keep her friend/frenemy alive as well. This is full throttle cosmic horror. It just came out. It's got a really spooky cover, and this is definitely the most gruesome of the bunch. So, depending on what your interest in horror is, this may or may not work for you, but what they all have in common are some that have the eldritch connection, some that have the corporate connection, but they all are humorous Halloween picks. Hopefully you will want to check them out. I'll leave the links down below to find them in the catalog, and I will see you next week.